All right, so since there's a lot of people continuously saying in the last few couple weeks that, oh, I'm cheating, there's a Cronus, there's a foot pedal, it's all aim assist, it's this, it's that, you're cheating, you're scripting. I'm going to show you guys how I control recoil in the game. And if you don't care about the first part of the video where I show like the equipment I used, just fast forward to the other parts. But we're going to first start out with equipment and stuff that I use. And so first things first, people complain about the cord that I use, that it's a Cronus cord. First things first, this is the cord that I use. It's from Amazon. It was $8 for 3 of them. Okay, that's just what I got. That's what I use. And it's not a Cronus cord. I just wanted more cords. This is what I use. Hope that clears that part out. Number 2, people want to see my task manager while I'm playing. Well, here you go. Apex, the CD viewer is my virtual computer that I use for work because I work for a bank. So that's what that is. Discord, I'll show you in a second. Google, OBS, VB audio, my microphone, beacons for the microphone. Citrix is all my work stuff. Discord, anti-cheat. Anything else looks suspicious? I don't know. There's Steam here. Yeah. Windows processes. Here you go. This is just the normal stuff that I have running. I don't know what I'm supposed to be looking for. RTC engine. Again, it's part of my Citrix, which is work. My virtual PC. There's my task manager for you. People have been like raging over my foot pedal. So let me pull up the other camera on this one as well. I'm going to try not to do any sort of cuts, so there's nothing suspicious. Yep. All right, so here's the other camera. So people in my videos, TikToks, or whatever, like to complain about, if you can see that, my foot pedal. What does this do? That's suspicious. You're toggling. You're bringing up your cheats. No. So what this does is, if you look right here, when I click it, it mutes my mic and unmutes it. It's bound to equals because I don't use equals in any other program or anything. But yeah, click, unmute, click, mute, click, unmute, click, mute. Okay, that's what the foot pedal's for. What's else? What else? Oh yeah. What is the cable plugged into? Because you're obviously hacking. So let me put this back to the crotch cam. So then also, yeah, this is the controller I use. It's just a SCUF controller, PS4 controller. Here's the back. No Strikepack. No paddles. I took them out. This is the cord. What is it plugged into? Uh-oh. Moment of truth. Right there. It's a PC. Okay. The other cord is my earbuds. I think that's everything. I'm pretty sure now we can just go into game and I'll show you, I'll teach you everything else. So let me go to the gaming scene. Hopefully this works. I don't think I forgot anything. If I did, I'm sure I'll get roasted in the comments per usual about how I'm hacking. So what do we do here? Let me just double check. I don't think there's anything else. Sorry if this is a long video, but this is just what I got to do, I guess. So, plugged in. Here we go. All right. We good now? We good? Okay, so right now, I'm on ALC settings. Let me just go to like normal settings real quick. So 4-3 linear. So when I'm not touching anything, one main thing here is I have huge stick drift with the controller. So with linear response curve, any sort of movement that I put on this thumbstick at all, you're going to see my character wiggle. That's how sensitive my controller thumbstick is. And then when I'm like shooting and aiming around, you can see with my right thumb, With how sensitive this is, I do not have to move my thumb all that much. Which is why people in my TikToks and my YouTube shorts are like, you don't move your thumb, you're hacking. I'm also using an R301. Really not a hard gun to use. I never said this was impressive. But people just, for some reason, are mind-boggled. How about a car? Again, there's only an extended mag on this. So, yeah. Let's do the difference now with Classic. Linear versus Classic. Now when I try and wiggle my stick, you can see my character barely moves, if anything. So with a Classic response curve, you have to do more work with your thumb to control the recoil. Okay. Again, this is bots. This is firing range. But I'm just trying to show you have to do more with your thumbstick when it comes to linear versus Classic. Now, if I just go to ALC settings, same thing. I have it so my dead zone's down, my response curve is linear. You can see any sort of little movement on my joystick is moving my character a more substantial amount than Classic. So I barely have to use my thumbstick. I hope that kind of sums up that portion, because people are just dumbfounded that I barely have to move my thumbstick to control recoil. And again, it's an R301. It's not a hard gun to use. So I showed my equipment. I showed Classic versus linear. Another thing is higher FPS versus like console versus PC. I play on PC. I have a constant 144 FPS the entire time I'm playing. Console, you're lucky to get 60 sometimes. So micro adjusting on console is going to be a lot harder than it is on PC. I have more frames. I have more information per screen per pixel. So it's easier to do fine adjustments with smoother gameplay. Okay. Another thing, some people play on a low FOV. I play on the max FOV. So if I'm looking at this target at 110, it looks farther away, and when I shoot, it's whatever. On a lower FOV, we'll go 90. You can see how much closer the enemy is now. And you have more visual recoil with a lower FOV compared to a higher FOV. You have lower visual recoil, if that makes sense. It's another thing that some people maybe just don't understand. I could sit here and just roast the people trying to roast me, saying that I'm cheating and that are just completely ass at the game. But I'm trying to teach people and show people how to be better. Is this going to make you a pro? No, but it just shows what some people do to get better at the game. Obviously, putting in time and everything is another portion. Another thing, too, that people are crazy about is people don't realize when you move left and right, you're smoothing out the recoil. It's called aim smoothing. It's in the game. So what that is when you're moving left and right, it kind of gets rid of visual recoil as well. So when you move left and you counter strafe it with your right thumbstick moving right, so left with the left, right with the right, you're countering the recoil so you don't have to control it as much either. I don't really know what else to say. Put all this stuff together and just learn, and you'll be able to beam too. It's not that hard to beam in this game. I never said any of this stuff was like super impressive. And obviously putting in the time is going to reward you as well. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I'm missing. If you have questions, be respectful and put them in the comments. Don't just go right to hacking, because I've tried to show everything I possibly can. And people still don't understand how easy it is to just beam in this game. Just choose settings that are comfortable to you and practice. But the reason why I don't have to move my thumbstick as much as others is because of a lower dead zone, linear response curve, and that's basically my response to that. I don't really know what else to say. It's not difficult to do. It's super easy. And then when people post clips of them hitting the targets in the back here, like the R301's easy, but other guns, like, people don't always just one clip it. Like, it takes people lots of practice to do this over and over and over. So, like, I don't know. I don't know what else to tell you. Not that hard to do. Just take the time, effort, and don't just go right into hacking. Hopefully you guys learned something. Hopefully this helps you a little bit on a control recoil, just the settings that I use to help. And just be proactive in the comments. Don't be a douchebag. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, and we'll see whoever's here in the next one.